I was reading utopian and scientific last night. What is this critique that agnostics? I'm not really
We labored and debated while you waited for sabbatical. Bound to rock your body as we turn the party radical. I can see the game like the blind feel the pain. Both sides colliding with the concrete and rain. The Pacific Northwest take the spotlight now. My people pump your fists like your Manny Pacquiao. Man child with the wild style, right to be hostile. Folks feeling like a Rottweiler in a dog pound forward. In this generation triumphantly, even wax sound boy speakers couldn't muffle me. It's up to me and Sabzi to bring back the quality beats to rock the audience. Between the politics, I seek the knowledge that your colleges lack. Why we always used to come late to sit in the back and crack jokes. Instead of taking notes, wrote this line after school, hit play, press rewind. Blue scholars in the place to be. We got one DJ and one MC, and that's it. That's it. That's it. That's it. Come on, put your hands up. That's it. Blue scholars in the place to be. We got one DJ and one MC, and that's it. That's it. That's it. That's it. That's it. On the eve of the solstice, I wrote this focused on a singular purpose: to get rid of the curses that afflict us. We live what you only see in pictures. The biggest hypocrites usually quote the most scriptures. But my approach is a diligent task, and rocking shows pro bono is a thing of the past. Dr. King said freedom at last, and some interpreted that to mean we come to the end of the path. But instead the long march hasn't even begun, y'all. Political power manifests once a gun's drawn. Right like shit'll pop off with one song. Watch what I feed to my seed and keep my son strong. And on the anonymous work and an honest compensation's all they ask in return. It's the passion that burns within. Let's begin. My philosophy to win is calling me to spit this shit. Blue scholars in the place to be. We got one DJ and one MC, and that's it. That's it. That's it. That's it. That's it. That's it. Blue scholars in the place to be. We got one DJ and one MC, and that's it. 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 Clap your hands, everybody. I'm a blue scholar worker studying the art of labor to create flavor to relate to listeners, alleviate the danger associated with strangers. Isn't it strange how we estrange ourselves from our neighbor? Enables us through music to connect, releasing fluids in our neck with the rhythmic forward movement of our heads and back again. Indeed, as we succeed, the pioneers, may we give back all that we've been taking through the years. I bleed for what I believe to be the truth, nurturing the seed planted in the fertile youth. The poetry hanging from the branches, either fruit. Pluck the most succulent and suck up on the juice. So what's up with you? Frequently they ask, been hibernating right until the last page, ciphering the past days by, bypassing the lies and the bullshit. Get up off the mic and save it for the pulpit. The blue school, class is in session. Ask us a question, cause class is in session. The blue school, class is in session. Ask us a question, cause class is in session. In the blue school, class is in session. Ask us a question, class is in session. In the blue school, class is in session. Ask us a question, class is in session. I'm an exile, motherland stepchild, metropolis dwelling, middle America's prisoner of war. Combat the paper till the blankness is gone. Listen now, talk about the beat after the song. Astronomical, cause that is just a modest measurement of my ability to represent my family correct, because I be about it. Ain't no other way to say it. Discovered my potential when I stayed late to tape it in the basement with an ancient karaoke stereo in lieu of a studio. We made do with everything laying around, and if I'm not mistaken, isn't that that improvisation, what hip-hop is all about. And if you're popping at the lip, then I will sock you in the mouth, sonically to render you the opposite of loud. Apology accepted in advance. I think it's kinda cool at one point that you thought you had a chance. In the blue school, class is in session. Ask us a question, cause class is in session. In the blue school, class is in session. Ask us a question, cause class is in session. In the blue school, class is in session. Ask us a question, cause class is in session. In the blue school, class is in session. Ask us a question, class is in session. A veteran's fate written on pages of mixtapes. I'm all about a government that citizens dictate. Sick of fucking dealing with the president's mistakes. To sit back and rant is just misplaced anger, so I cradle pens from now until the fable ends. Taking friends for granted, but now I gotta make amends. Calling out the big talk, small walking cowards. High above the ground, yo, we're shaking down your towers and demanding our money back, plus reimbursement for parking and shit. I put my heart in this shit, and now my arteries connect to the amplifier wire. Music make the flames in my inner fire higher. I reinvent the language in the image of a dancer, contorting where the floor becomes an answer. Blue school graduate, dog. After this last verse, when the revolution come, we gonna shoot your ass first. In the blue school, class is in session. Ask us a question, cause class is in session. In the blue school, class is in session. Ask us a question, class is in session. Blue school, class is in session. Ask us a question, class is in session. Blue school, class is in session. Ask us a question, class is in session. Class is in session. Ask us a question, give us suggestions. Yo, strap for protection. Whatever you do, whatever you say, step up front. Be good at what you do. At least be good at something. Writing, reading, producing, DJing, cooking, cleaning, doing laundry. Something. Learn an art, a trade. Be somebody. In the blue school, class is in session. Ask us a question, class is in session. In the blue school, class is in session. Ask us a question, cause class is in session. In the blue school, class is in session. Ask us a question, cause class is in session. In the blue school, class is in session. So ask us a question, cause class is in session, y'all. The blue is for the color of the collar of my mother and my father, plus the scholars that we be. The blue is for the nighttime moon, swinging tune of every bluesman, singing what it's like to not be free. I want to be the conduit, moving the music among the masses. Hit the spot, rock upon sight like Medusa as the truth surpassed the wicked. Used to sneak in shows without a ticket till I slowly got familiar with the local promoters, hoping to blow. Focused on the open mic, not claiming to be the dopest. I just want to be noticed, to find producers in the circuit to work with. For certain it was hurting at first, fucking with studio versions to purge the whack. I downloaded the upgraded version, now performing on percussions constructed up by the Persian beat maker extraordinaire. You talk about the journey, but we're taking it there. Paying the fare, say it again, say. The blue is for the color of the collar of my mother and my father, plus the scholars that we be. The blue is for the nighttime mood, swinging tune of every bluesman, singing what it's like to not be free. The blue is for the water and sky, the middle of the fire I burn to find the light in the darkness. The blue is for the color of the blues we use to be reminded that the body isn't made to be timeless. The blue is for the ocean we cross to foreign lands, where we work with our hands, and home is where we stand, where the poetry swims in the lunacy of moonshine light reflected right upon the surface of skin. Verses burst out the pen like it hurt not to be written. You immature amateur biters are copy kittens in the coffee shop. Kids are spitting individualistic, petty bougie pseudo revolutionary bullshits or miss. This resistance is more than just a fist and a wristband and incense that will make you free. Fuck a bachelor's degree. I'd much rather defeat the evil thieves in my scenery, seemingly detached. Indeed, as we proceed to see the heathen meters match, and everything not giving up, we take it back. I bleed upon the track, my verse written in red. The blue is for the balance, yes, and everything I said. The blue is for the color of the collar of my mother and my father, plus the scholars that we be. The blue is for the nighttime moon, swinging tune of every bluesman, singing what it's like to not be free. The blue is for the water and sky, in the middle of the fire I burn to find the light in the darkness. The blue is for the color of the blues we use to be reminded that the body isn't made to be timeless. It isn't made to be timeless.
this place, let's count it off.
That's on stage.
Grab the mic. Dad's in this play
Like this. It's been long years gone since we rocked the linoleum, blasting the broken boombox open, posing in the most awkward b-boy stance you can imagine. Grab the mic, traded my backspin for rapping. Back when listeners dance, dancers were listeners. Answers to call and response, chants ridiculous. Pants demanded sagging, never bigger than our britches, but the bridges burned, ditches were scratched. Our sins were repented for. Much later, ayo, DJ blessed the crowd with the sign of the crossfader. In time, we'd find ways to refine the mind at the same time. The heart articulating mind. I think it's amazing. Kids are waiting outside habitually to sip the solidarity of this ritual. See each individual reach out, speak to teach the invisible how to be invincible with motion, movement, architects, blueprints, showing, proving, teachers, students, reaching for truth in a self-revolution. The roof is on fire. What's your solution? Motion, movement, architects, blueprints, showing, proving, teachers, students, reaching for truth in a self-revolution. The roof is on fire. What's your solution? This be the sum of love plus one. Mold breaking, soul searching. My carriage is my feet on point and hella deep like sea urchins. Indeed, be certain. Proceed to test the reflex, knee jerking. Hit it behind the curtain on the stage. Burning inside with rage. Rewrote the script with my voice inside of the page. I've decided the ways previously paid for me to walk will never see me. Know my footprints I stalk in the nighttime of I and I. Hands to the sky like the clock at midnight. Convinced of my demise. Concluded that the crowd throws their hands in the air because the sky is falling. No one else seems to care. I want a piece of the pie, not a generous share. Can I possibly prove my intentions are bare? I'm just a word and a rhyme, and a kick and a snare, swimming in inkwells to find if my spirit is there. But you can find me inside of a pen waiting to burst, drowning in the reservoir, quenching my thirst. My first love, second home was my headphones. First time I wrote what I felt because I said so. So unless there's any protest, allow me to begin. The well is never deep enough to wash away the sin, so I drop it on the one. My tongue be the drum, beating meaning to the beat, to the feet. What we become with motion, movement, architects, blueprints, showing, proving, teachers, students, reaching for truth in a self-revolution. The roof is on fire. What's your solution? Motion, movement, architects, blueprints, showing, proving, teachers, students, reaching for truth in a self-revolution. The roof is on fire. What's your solution? Always writing, always revising. Shorty feels the pressure on his shoulders as he's lifting it. Wonders why the elders always tell him not to question it. Options at the bottom of the ladder got him desperate, but all he ever wanted was a weapon to protect him with. Riding a 36 through the veins of the beacon. The water is the heart. It's raining when it's beating in the city that I sleep in. I'm dreaming while I'm awake. The miserable escaping there to hide upon their fate. But who am I to use their plight to illustrate a rhyme with everything around me that I've never had to live? But I observe the inequalities to serve the people properly. Tell them that the freedom isn't found in private property. Prostitutes are more than just the folks who sell their bodies. See, this shit applies to those whose souls are a commodity. I can hear the colony calling me back to be the bullet in the belly while they lock, load, and squeeze. Rebel with the pen, letting off buckshots and threes, rewriting what it is into what it ought to be. They made a mockery out of the possibility, but under constant revision is the poem that I be. Rebel with the pen, letting off buckshots and threes, rewriting what it is into what it ought to be. I be the MC in the place not to be, but under constant revision is the poem that I be. Shorty feels oppression on his shoulders as he's lifting it. Wonders why the elders always tell him not to question it. Conjuring the courage just to conquer what's been killing him. He says it's fucked up cause he knows no other synonym. Hidden from the truth scene, youth turn to troops whose goal at 21 is to turn 22. True tuition's too high, and those with the privilege to pay don't listen. It's a shame, go figure. In the name of the Father, the Son, and holy lyrics, I suppose those who know what I'm saying when they hear it might rage against the system or hate me for dissing the house in which they live in as a slave to the rhythm. But I walk the broken sidewalk paved with the magic of those who walk past it just to survive traffic. If payback's a bitch, gravity's a bastard. Avenues I used to call familiar turn backward. Rebel with the pen, letting off buckshots and threes, rewriting what it is into what it ought to be. They made a mockery out of the possibility, but under constant revision is the poem that I be. Rebel with the pen, letting off buckshots and threes, rewriting what it is into what it ought to be. I be the MC in the place not to be, but under constant revision is the poem that I be. Constant revision is the poem that I be. Under constant revision is the poem that I be. Under constant revision is the poem that I be. But under this poem that I be is the poem that I be. But under constant revision is the poem that I be. Under constant revision is the poem that I be. Under constant revision, the poetry I be. Constant revision, the poem that I be. Yo. Shorty's getting grown, old enough to read the messages. Understands the elders as he then begins to question them. One generation handed down what they've inherited. Another generation rewriting the master narrative. Older folks overdose on broken hopes often. Children then begin to grow comatose and lost up in the clutches of the wickedest fingers. Indicative of the system's inhibited ability to listen to the voice of the dying who've been tired of crying. Nightsticks fall where projectiles are flying through a straight path narrow like the gap between heaven and hell. They skip class cause they know it's a jail. True, students prevail when the knowledge is passed, but others tend to fail, sitting flat on their ass. And now I be the MC in the place not to be. Under constant revision is the poem that I be. Rebel with the pen and I fuck shots and threes, rewriting what it is into what it ought to be. They made a mockery out of the possibility, but under constant revision is the poem that I be. Rebel with the pen and I fuck shots and threes, rewriting what it is into what it ought to be. I be the MC in the place not to be, but under constant revision is the poem that I be. Constant revision. I draw words out of pens like swords out of sheets. Divinity intervene, now I'm high on God's speed upon the mic. Immobilizing globe-trotting colonizers, stomping on the rights of the poor. The destitute I testify will rise in a matter of lifetimes. So climb into the mind through the scale or a spine. When hips start slithering to bass lines, it'll make the wallflower blossom. Make you feel anonymous and conscious at the same time. I can't remain calm waiting for repeats or a nuclear bomb to drop. Mindless in the record shop with or without distribution, independent from the bullshit of a major. Remember Monday evening in the record stores at 12 midnight to cop the new album off the shelf. Either saving up allowance or your minimum wage for $8 one take. Man, you listen for days. I'm missing the days. Freewheeling, mean mugging rivals for no good reason, just being adolescent to grieving. But we've been so far from Eden that this paradise is hard to believe in. I'm leaving to a place dominated by spray painted dreams that ain't what they seem. I'm leaving to find myself clinging to the edge of a notebook page, writing for days. I'm leaving. Yo, I'm going home to atone for abandoning my native tongue, grown from the soil of my soul that I'll toil till I'm old. Passing the torch like the mic that I hold. Plowing in the field, allowing little time to rest. Fly by night, daytime, I'm chilling in my nest where memory is sending me an astral projection to way back then. I'm chasing Rakim through the speakers, reaching for the makeshift microphone marker, making mom bark, turn down the radio, complaining about the curse words. Time's absurd, the lines got blurred, another kid got served, and the whole house party bore witness to the occasion. Thus started growing my early reputation. Early 90s, second generation fat laces used to get hip bruises breaking in the basement. Mixtape making was an art that we forsaken, and the hardest thing to do was cue the tape. I'm waiting on a Sunday night, listening to Nasty Ness, paying them dues. When KEXP was KCMU, true, I'm missing the days. Freewheeling, me mugging rivals for no good reason, just being adolescent and breathing. But we've been so far from Eden that this paradise is hard to believe in. I'm leaving to a place dominated by spray painted dreams. That ain't what they seem. I'm leaving to find myself clinging to the edge of a notebook page, writing for days. I'm leaving. Hey yo, I'm going home to atone for abandoning my native tongue, grown from the soil of my soul that I'll toil till I'm old, passing the torch like the mic that I hold. The horticulture's in the pipe, so torture with the light. Unfortunately, it'll be gone, but not tonight. The horticulture's in the pipe, so torture with the light. Unfortunately, it'll be gone, but not tonight. The horticulture's in the pipe, so torture with the light. Unfortunately, it'll be gone, but not tonight. The horticulture's in the pipe, so torture with the light. Unfortunately, it'll be gone, but not tonight. I'm leaving to a place dominated by spray painted dreams. That ain't what they seem. I'm leaving to find myself clinging to the edge of a notebook page, writing for days. I'm leaving. Hey yo, I'm going home to atone for abandoning my native tongue, grown from the soil of my soul that I'll toil till I'm old, passing the torch like the mic that I hold. Yo, you ever go outside at night, look up into the sky, into the big, immense sky, think to yourself, that's a big sky, like an inkwell. In a city that's been waiting to blow since Big Butts and Teen Spirit. Many make music, you hear it. It's included in the upper left, dominantly gray shaded skies every other day, sorta like the bay, just a little bit wetter and cold in the winter. Proximity to water make the soul a little gentler. Out-of-towners don't be knowing about the best kept. Ain't nothing better than the summer in the Northwest. Microphone check 1206. Buddha spoke through the smoke, can I get a quick fix to lift this eye to the level of the needle in the sky, looking over the sound against the shores of the suicide capital. Bust the magical dust, grammatically just a satellite. What makes Seattle tight? The fruits have been ripe in spite of all the bull, and last second changes the plans like audible. And prodigal sons whose motto is run whenever possible. Watch Mr. Officer shoot before he aims and claims self-defense in the name of the citizenry. SPD spread the city like an STD. I'm rolling right near, bumping let's get free. While the people sleep, I'ma speak till they wake. Now let me push my pen to create beats, rhymes, and life. Each time I write, the fire ignites. I light the sky, there's an infinite inkwell high above the city. Dip the pen steadily, sing the melody of beats, rhymes, and life. Each time I write, the fire ignites. I light the sky, there's an infinite inkwell high above the city. Dip the pen steadily, sing the melody. They paid raw candy and put up a parking lot. It was a spot for a minute, was hot up in it. Cops lit it up when the thugs fisticuffs, and the mayor was quick to up and pin it on hip-hop. Shows got dropped when the cinder block crushed. What's left of the scene rose up from the dust. It must have been many times over, frustrated to watch the downfall of those who could have made it. While some waited for the next mix-a-lot to blow, others made moves, said shit, we ought to grow. But time moves slow when the clock's overweight, eating those who wait as opposed to create. But those who make bread do not break the mold. I was only 19, but my rhymes were bold, and when the things got for real, I got up in the fold and put up into practice all that I was told. Wicked dialect came up and showed love. We called ourselves Phase, and ironically it was. Became the last kid still writing in 95 in B-Town ciphers with Kale and Justify. Moved to the city, started posing as a journalist to get press passes and ass kicks. Preferred to improve instead. Put down the pen, picked up the mic, aiming for competitors' heads. And when I got done severing several losers, started getting down with hella producers. Beirut welcomed me into the big house, but they didn't feel the city, so they moved back south. And other dudes weren't even worth it to work with. And if I see one, there's about to be a murder. Word to Ja, the year 2001. The struggle just begun to bear fruit at the end of a troubling youth. Sobsy got me to speak over beats like the key to unlock me, and I'll be damned. 10 years through the summer I began, I'm still up in the lab. And while the people sleep, I'ma speak till they wake. Now let me push this pen to create. And while the people sleep, I'ma speak till they wake. Now let me push this pen to create. Beats, rhymes, and life. Each time I write, the fire ignites. I light the sky. There's an infinite inkwell high above the city. Zip the pen steadily. Sing the melody of beats, rhymes, and life. Each time I write, the fire ignites. I light the sky. There's an infinite inkwell high above the city. Zip the pen steadily. Sing the melody of beats, rhymes, and life. Each time I write, the fire ignites. I light the sky. There's an infinite inkwell high above the city. Zip the pen steadily. Sing the melody of beats, rhymes, and life. Each time I write, the fire ignites. I light the sky. There's an infinite inkwell high above the city. Zip the pen steadily. Sing the melody of beats, rhymes, and life. Each time I write, I write. The fire ignites. Fire ignites. Fire ignites. Fire ignites. Nothing but the uncertain promise that I'll honestly pursue the crooked path of the conscious. Not just another body in the battle for the soul. Never sold self for its weight in platinum and gold. But man, we're getting grown. Wisdom got us thinking in the interest of our children, even if they ain't been given their flesh, their bones, their homes, or their names yet. I'm aiming for the change in my pocket for the payback. The change not minted by the government to nothing. The change of a whirlwind unraveling, the coming of that next shit. I can't wait, but when it comes shit, it better be worth the shit that I paid most my life with. It's nice when it rains sometimes. Cleansing minds in my habitat. Imagine that I'm digging to find what was hidden by the myth of a god up in the sky. Knowing that she meant for me to rhyme. So I give thanks to the most, the least that I can do. I wear the skin to find a me inside of you. When I dream that I'm dreaming, I feel most alive. Sacrifice nights, right to survive. Proper hand gestures, conjure ancestors. Drinking from the bottle that was meant for the message that was sent from the tired and the true. I give thanks to the most, the least that I can do. Way back I used to call upon the Father often. I fought the devil last night and almost lost. Now I'm drinking bottled water, flushing out the toxins, vomiting and coughing, feeling closer to the coffin than I ever had. Every morning that I arrive is a night that I survive. Just to be alive, sipping chai, listening to my favorite DJ. Communicate through music what my rhymes would say if they were written with a needle to the groove of a paper. Stylus to papyrus, record to the player is more than just therapy or excess of energy. I undo the mechanism meant to imprison me spiritually. The view from up is not enough. I dwell below to find the God that I rebuffed. Redesign, redefine what it meant to be divine. Knowing that she meant for me to rhyme. So I give thanks to the most, the least that I can do. I wear the skin to find a me inside of you. When I dream that I'm dreaming, I feel most alive. Sacrifice nights, right to survive. Proper hand gestures, conjure ancestors. Drinking from the bottle that was meant for the message that was sent from the tired and the true. I give thanks to the most, the least that I can do. Our Father, my art is heaven, hallowed be. The drums beating me and my tongue into submission. I can hardly speak, breathing this indelible high from an endless supply of Godspeed. And I need a brand new prayer to read. Seems the old ones grew tons of mold, cause the narrow is hell. Sometimes they be thinking that this heaven nothing's for sale. Worse than that, they still think God is a male. But moms used to hang up pictures of white Jesus, fist clutching rosary beads. Over the years I began to question this Father Almighty, made in his image but don't look nothing like me. But we be the children of the Most High, ghosts of the colonized, lost in the time. Redesign, redefine what it meant to be divine, knowing that she meant for me to rhyme. So I give thanks to the most, the least that I can do. I wear the skin to find the me inside of you. When I dream that I'm dreaming, I feel most alive. Sacrifice nights, right to survive. Proper hand gestures, conjure ancestors. Drinking from the bottle that was meant for the message that was sent from the tired and the true. I give thanks to the most, the least that I can do. Give thanks to the most, the least that I can do. I give thanks to the most, the least that I can do. Give thanks to the most, the least that I can do. The least that I can do. Give thanks to the most, the least that I can do. I give thanks to the most, the least that I can do. Give thanks to the most, the least that I can do. The least that I can do. Hit him with the morning tea.
I got it, man.
Had a full day.
I'm just gonna take this little walk.
Now we go home and sip some evening chai.
Same route that I took to get here.
But first,
I'm
I'm gonna share a little bit of my observations on my way home with you.
Take out my pad and my pen.
Let's go.
Take out my pad and my pen.
I taste the evening, breathing the crisp Pacific Northwest air as it's leaving my lips. Crack the midst, this visual kiss, the Puget Sound in the bluest of skies. Two sides of the abyss, this city was built on the backs of the brave, who gave up their home for $1 a day. The same folks who rose up demanding minimum wage. Unofficial slaves not given a page, a photograph or a paragraph written to claim them. Some got the nerve to say go back to where you came from. Same ones who stole the land from Chief Self and named the city after them, as if to say we honor you right after we conquer you and pillage your home. Soil fertilized with indigenous bones. Jimi Hendrix, Ray Charles and Quincy Jones. Japanese jazz, now hip hop and poems at 7th and Jackson. The microphone's open, subverted culture genocide. 7 years going in the moment in the music. Time to show and prove it. Never will you see me be a Judas to the movement. Used to be a student of the beat until I mastered it, and then I set it free to let it be the energy that I command when I spit. Illest shit heard out of mango tight lips. I like sisters with hips, I like sisters with hope. It's even better than those. Blow spirits through the smoke out my mouth and my nose. I pose questions like why folks wear loafs at night. Either the swathe or the moon is too bright. These dudes in tight shirts and spiked hair hit up the late night Chinese joint with fanfare. Fresh out the club, one stumbling drunk. Ain't worth my time, just a mumbling punk. And he be acting like a chump, but he's still my brown brother. Sister by your side, dyed hair and fake eyes. Probably wonders why she attracts the fake guys. I sigh under south side night skies. My people, young, brown and gifted conversely. The people I belong to, believe me, it hurts me to use the same fist that I raise against the system. To cock back and hit them, getting all caught up in the moment in the music. Time to show and prove it. Never will you see me be a Judas to the movement. Used to be a student of the beat until I mastered it, and then I set it free to let it be the energy that I command when I spit. Illest shit heard out of mango tight lips. I like sisters with hips, I like sisters with hopes. Even better than those. Blow spirits through the smoke out my mouth and my nose, and then I breathe. Out my mouth and my nose, and then I breathe. Out my mouth and my nose, and then I breathe. Put it down out, and then I breathe.
What is the problem with Michael Jackson?
What do you mean?
What is the problem with Michael Jackson? You understand my question?
No, I'm not sure I do.
The king of pop. Woohoo! Hee.
Yeah, Michael Jackson.
He come to Egypt, I see picture in newspaper. Hello, with the white glove. I'm Michael Jackson in my hotel room with my shop up face. Your country making shop up his face.
I don't think so.
Michael Jackson is pop king of sick fucking country.
It's bullshit. He did it to himself.
You are the blind bullshit, my man. It is so obvious. A black man made the skin white and the hair straight, and you know why?
No.
You sick fucking country make the black man hate himself just like you had the Arab and the children you bomb over here.
With war rising over the horizon, it's hard to start writing. Been fighting in the belly of the titan, tying tourniquets tightened around the living but dying. My pen floods the pages while the children are crying. I want to put on an iron shirt, chase the devil out of earth, spit until my tongue and saliva glands burst. But first, I invoke the spirit of the long gone and coming back. Through the song, I am one with that, all seeing being. But it seems as if we're being tricked into believing that which we think we believe in, even if we disagree on who the best MC is. We bob to the beat as if we're not in agreement. I write to free the dumb, though freedom hasn't come. I let it ring to leave a message on my answering machine. I see a movement has begun. As soon as we become the true truth seekers down with this Babylon regime. To think you can die in the blink of an eye, I bid you to try to test I and I. Been destined to fly, but I'm resting tonight. And one bright morning I will take flight. But until then, I'll be rocking on the M. I see the future dripping out of a pen, and it's sleep be the cousin of death. Then every time I blink, one step closer to my last breath. They said talk is cheap, but war is expensive. I speak cause it's free and these words are my weapon. Don't think for a second, I will not question US foreign policy, imperial aggression, inventing war for the quenching of the thirst for the oil. Cause money don't trickle down to workers who toil. You see, blood trickle down from the womb to the soil. And broken antennas with aluminum foil be standing on televisions transmitting propaganda of millionaire senators and your so-called commander-in-chief be. I'm telling you the man is a thief. In his hand he holds a plan to ban your freedom of speech, to build a pipeline, put Afghanistan on the leash. When it bites back, blame the Taliban for the breach of security in each and every first world country, where life more distant. If you're thirsty, you're hungry. To think you can die in the blink of an eye, I bid you to try to test I and I. Been destined to fly, but I'm resting tonight. And one bright morning I will take flight. But until then, I'll be rocking on the M. I see the future dripping out of a pen, and if sleep be the cousin of death, then every time I blink, one step closer to my last breath. America romanticized the old war story. Heroes, ammos, guns, blood, guts, and glory. And no wonder the majority wants a war with Iraq, even if only 15% know where it's at. On a map with our backs against a stockpile of weaponry, enough to turn the earth into a memory. Deceptively, know what to remember this planet. If it happens, God damn it. If I get drafted today, I swear to God, Jah, Allah, and Yahweh, I'll toss the letter away and I'll pull a Cassius Clay in the military. Minorities comprise the majority. Surprise, are you kidding me? The lies rely on brown bodies to fight for white puppet masters. I cannot fathom how the cage bird drinks until he thinks he is free. A critical mass between a heavenly future and a hell of a past now. To think you can die in the blink of an eye, I bid you to try to test I and I. Been destined to fly, but I'm resting tonight. And one bright morning I will take flight. But until then, I'll be rocking on the M. I see the future dripping out of a pen, and if sleep be the cousin of death, then every time I blink, one step closer to my last breath. One step closer to my last. Every time I blink, one step closer to my last. Every time I blink, one step closer to my last breath. To my very last breath. Sister sits on the steps, cigarette rests on fingertips, takes a sip of slow death, deftly through her lips she blows a kiss, which I can only resist in vain. She got the gift of gravity, pulling to ask her name. She says Sagapa. What's it mean? She says in Ilocano. It translates into suffering. I'm pondering the irony to conjure up the fearlessness to find a conversation. She offers me a square, I decline the invitation. It reminds me of the days when I would chain smoke, broken with no hope, broken like the manner she spoke. We both, two people seeking solace in remembrance and wondering if miracles were meant for us. But intent was just an innocent thought between a sister and a brother who've been building in the guidance of a mother. And the storyteller stops, waiting for the beat to drop, gathering his thoughts in the wind, breathing in like will never become today. I say I used to know a woman just like you, beautiful but jaded by the multitude of men who'd often try to justify the lies with twisted notions of survival and hide behind their armor when karma completes a cycle. She replies that just because I knew a woman well, it doesn't mean I know them all. She begins to feign farewell, eyes up to the sky, she sighs, I need nobody. True indeed, sister, but you still need everybody, because we hardly know ourselves if we know nobody else. And only in our loneliness can home become a hell. Exhale the cloud in the loudest form of silence, watches as it rises like suns over horizons. The storyteller stops, waiting for the beat to drop, gathering his thoughts in the cloud, breathing out like burning bush attached to sister's hand who whispers word, smiling, giving thanks and living in doubt no longer as she figures out the riddle to the song, saying why must we suffer now to not suffer later, if later never comes soon enough to soothe the hatred. And hatred is the cancer born out of love's absence, and the absence is the void left from missing every chance to challenge our fates and perhaps our very names. Sister says peace and prayers for rain and change, tosses out her lighter, walks out of the cipher for shizzle. It starts to drizzle and then I begin to write this. Inhale the imagery, a queen walking steadily, effortlessly, ready to be every woman. And now the storyteller ends, waiting for the beat to fade, gathering his thoughts near the edge of the daylight. I be a patient man, waiting for the rain to come down. My feet touch the ground, but my head's in the clouds. I be Prometheus Brown, stealing the fire out of heaven. The setting is several city blocks off the 71 stop. I walk about the district, distracted by the decadent madness of all the undergrads and addicts, club rats, head space cadets and pragmatics. One of the few places that they coexist on the planet. Whatever happened to the avenue before the summer of 2002? Lounging with crew on 42nd. My, how time flies when we're waiting for the chariot. Eating vegan sandwiches with cannabis, subtracting our sobriety, pondering society and self. He's eyeing me like I ain't gonna bring it to his health. He don't want it, cause certainly he knows he's just another sucker without his fraternity brothers to back him up. Campus Parkway, up to 41st, 42nd, 43rd, 45th, and up to 42nd. To the edge of the bubble, all the Lakers they laugh and saying fuck class, get your education on the ass. Campus Parkway, up to 41st, 42nd, 43rd, 45th, and up to 47th. To the edge of the bubble, all the Lakers they laugh and saying fuck class, get your education on the ass. Yeah, let's do it again. I be a patient man, waiting and checking for the sound of potential break records up in second time around. In fact, we made this track from a sample we jacked from some vinyl we dug up out of the crates on the Ave. Rats escape the lab, infestations and all. There be cracks on the sidewalk made from the fall. A Nazi dreadlock strumming on his broken guitar, singing Babylon Fall outside of the bookstore. I purchased a journal in which the verses I reside. I write vividly to capture the vibe. I'm like, hey kid, walk straight, master your high. If you listen, you could hear the eye of the city cry. The sound is often drowned by hollering scholars intoxicated, so save it for the coffee shop philosophers, the so-called artists, the poets and the prophets. Scenery is changing and nobody can stop it. Campus Parkway, up to 41st, 42nd, 43rd, 45th, and up to 42nd. To the edge of the bubble, all the Lakers they laugh. Saying fuck class, get your education on the ass. Campus Parkway, up to 41st, 42nd, 43rd, 45th, and up to 42nd. To the edge of the bubble, all the Lakers they laugh. Saying fuck class, get your education on the ass.
He's trying to battle me. And I'm just quiet.
Campus Parkway, to the bus stop, to the bookstore, to the liquor store, to the get your education on the ass. And we walk into the 71 to the 72 to downtown. I said it loud.
I like making you so happy.
Yo, life and debt. Light a cigarette, smoke the stress, take a deep breath, baby. Let's rearrange the mess we've inherited. Alienated from what is rightfully yours and mine. Land is life, money is time, paid for labor. Working 8 to 5, sometimes 6, 7 to 8. We come home and barely know the neighbors. Bills are usually late. Interest accumulates at a usury rate. Collection agency waits from paycheck to next one. Budget like a noose. Working while we sing the proletariat blues on 501c3 community plantations. Non-profit sector propped up to kill the movement for the changes in production relations. But woman, you're my comrade, ride or die.